Well, g'day everybody. Today we're having a squiz at Bus Simulator 27. This is the demo version that's available on the Steam Next Fest. I've been a pretty big fan of the Bus Simulator series. It's never something that's done very well on my channel at all. But personally, I've enjoyed it myself. So let's get stuck straight into it, shall we? This is the demo. City Drive, Turismo. Let's maybe drive a coach on a longer evening route through the rural areas outside the city. Drive a coach on a morning return route back to the city. Learn the basics of bus driving. Drive a city bus. Sorry, excuse me for that. Drive a city bus on a classic urban route. I think what we might try and do is do the intercity for this first look, I reckon. Just see what the coaches are like. A little bit of an intercity drive in a coach, which is pretty cool. And then depending on how long this takes, we may be able to get back and do a run in the city like we are normally used to in Bus Simulator. A big yawn happening. All right, here we are. Go to the location marked on the map. Now I'm using a controller on this for now. So let's head over to our bus, shall we? There we go. Lovely.
Hello again. I hope you're ready because we've got something exciting lined up for you today. Great news. The city council has assigned a business consultant to help us generate more revenue.
Hi, I'm Sebastian Ortega. I don't do handshakes unless they're sealing a deal worth my time.
Okay, it's always the city doing a deal for a bus service, isn't it? Well, I think we might have got a bit of a groin shot there. I don't know whose groin that was, but it was somebody's groin. Let's sit down in here.
Ortega is one of the most successful businessmen in Makina. He's agreed to mentor us on commercial strategies.
Right, so let's hit X. There we go. Okay, cool. Let's start the bus, shall we? There we go. Okay, this is a bit weird, isn't it?
I'm here because Marta wouldn't stop pestering me, and the mayor promised me first dibs on some prime real estate.
Interesting. Okay, cool. Y to enter the bus computer mode. There we go. So it looks like we need to log into the bus computer. Let's log into there. Lovely. It looks like, well, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stops by the looks. We'll wait for the passengers to board. We can exit.
Anyway, go ahead and start the service with the bus we prepared for you. Let's make this test run perfect.
Okay, open the shortcut menu and select the requested option. What does it want us to select? Close the front door. Okay, cool. Down. How do we close the doors? Like that. Okay, cool. Let's close all doors, I guess. Oh, no. Messed that up. There we go. Door is closed. Beautiful, all doors closed. I actually kind of like this menu a little bit, but it'll be all right. It'll actually be better once I've got a steering wheel set up. So there we go.
Now let's head to the first stop on the route.
All right,
we'll
lovely.
Want to service the entire line from start to finish, just like we did on our maiden voyage.
Okay, do we have traffic lights or are we? Let's turn our indicator on. It looks like this isn't a traffic light. It looks like it's more of a sort of a
You'll
giveaway.
need to drive the line yourself today. See the experience firsthand.
All right, there we go. Lovely. I actually like driving coaches as well, so I'm pretty happy that it's given us the opportunity to do coaches. That's actually really cool. All right, do we have a speed limit anywhere? Our speed limit is 70 kilometers an hour, so we should be okay. Let's just kick some guts into here. Now I'm using I'm using an Xbox controller, so there's the coppers. Around we go. So we're going around the city. I mean, around in the countryside, sorry, which is pretty cool. Seems to be running all right so far. Speeding a little bit. Don't want to hit anybody. Yep. Yep. I mean, I normally, when I play this, I normally set it up with the steering wheel and stuff, but I thought, for the demo, I'll probably just be lazy and just use my controller. So, but I like the fact that there's kind of intercity stuff. That's actually really, really cool. So just doing coaches and stuff. I don't know what the map looks like. We'll have a look at that in a minute. Or maybe when we get to the first stop, perhaps. There we go. Lovely. Serene Mountains. The road looks a little bit damp, so we do need to be a little bit careful. We also... What's the smell all over these seats? I don't know whether you guys heard that. One of the things that's always funny is the conversations that passengers seem to have. It's a bit crazy. Alright, whoa. Can oversteer a little bit with the controller, but that's okay. The scenery's looking pretty good. I don't mind that. We're going to turn to the left here. We'll squeeze out there.
Can't believe the weekend's almost over.
And we'll get around here. Come on, dude. Thank you. Right, and around we go. My uncle, he drove coaches most of his life, actually. I think he's stopped driving now, but he was driving interstate coaches for a government coach line, basically, like a coach, kind of like, you know, public transport, but driving coaches. So, and I think he absolutely loved it. Well, he did it for so long. It'd be a pretty tough job sometimes, though, I reckon, wouldn't it? You'd think it'd be a pretty tough job. Like just sort of being out on the road and stuff all the time. Although, you know, if you like driving and stuff, I tend to, when I drive, I tend to get less tired driving at night. So I tend to like driving long trips at night. Okay, we've got a speed hump here, I think. No. Okay, so we'll pull in here.
Three Gulls Lighthouse.
Like so. And we'll put the park brake on. There we go, lovely. Roam around Felicia Bay to discover new landmarks. Look for historic buildings, monuments, and nature sites that'll unlock once you interact with them. There we go. We'll have a squeeze outside. Nice coach. Very nice coach. We're holding all of the traffic up, so there we go. Can we turn the AC on? Let's have a squeeze. We should probably turn our lights on. Yep.
This must be a new line, right?
And what else do we have? We can turn the air conditioning on as well. There you go. Lovely. Okay, let's put our left indicator on and see how we go.
Next stop, Puerto Viento.
So we're driving a Mercedes coach, which is pretty cool. Let's spin around here. The scenery is actually quite nice. The lighting's very, very nice. I like that as well. And everything seems to be running okay, so there we go. We need to give way here, but this is all one way through here, I think, so there we go. Nice driving, Simmy. Nice driving. Yeah, I definitely like the scenery and stuff like that. Oh, we're speeding. We're in a 50 zone. I need to keep remembering to look at that, and we're also heading down a bit of an incline as well, so we're down a hill, so we do need to be very, very careful of that. We do have a retarder. I could probably put the retarder on if I wanted to, but I'm just going to use the brakes for now. Nice. Very, very nice. Okay, where are we going? Have we got a, yeah, we've got a giveaway sign here as well. Let's put our indicator on. It actually feels like it's running better with the controller than the previous version did with the controller, so. Like Bus Simulator 21, so. Alright, we're now in a 90 zone, so we should be able to put some little bit of stick into this. There we go. That's our horn. Beautiful. Fernbus Simulator is actually a really, really good one. I really like Fernbus Simulator because it has all the announcements and everything. And I actually really like that. It'd be nice if this had announcements and stuff as well. We're now in the 70 zone. We're going to make sure we roll at 70. There's a few bumps there. I don't know whether those bumps are going to cause problems if I go over them too quickly in regards to the passenger comfort and stuff. I'm not exactly sure how it works. So, okay, we're into a 50 zone and we've got ourselves we're nearly at our next bus stop. There we go. Which is just up here.
Why does everything always have to go wrong for me?
Don't know whether we're on time or not. Okay, down we go. And stop and open the doors.
Are desperate for reliable transportation. Untapped markets with guaranteed demand.
And we'd be helping people who really need it.
We would be. What are you doing? There we go. Lovely. That's a little bit better. Beautiful. Just trying to get a bit of a screenshot. All right. And doors closed. Lovely. There is a ticket button and stuff. What do we have to do? Open the bus computer. Right, sell a ticket. Tickets. Regular 2. Regular. And we want. How do I get across to? Can I use the regular 2 and sell? There we go. That's it. I was pressing the wrong button. Beautiful. Close the bus computer and close the doors.
Remember this. Rural routes aren't about luxury or speed. They're about reliability. When you're the only transportation option, you're not just running a business, you're providing a lifeline.
And here is some speed humps. Can we miss the speed hump? Kind of, almost. All right, lovely. I had to work out what we were doing with that computer selling those tickets as well. I couldn't work it out. But no, I like this. I like the idea that there's coach trips on it as well. So that's actually really, really cool, and that excites me. So you do your intercity stuff. Oh crap! I don't know what that was. I have no idea what that was, but it nearly flipped a bloody bus. So you can not only do your your city stuff, but you can do intercity stuff, and that's actually pretty cool. Southern Rest Area B, by the looks of it, is the next place we're going. That was a big chunk out of the road, so I guess you need to really, really watch out for that. That was one of the things that I actually turned off in the previous version was the potholes and everything, because it was a bit annoying and a bit excessive. I understand why they put it in here, but it was still a little bit annoying. Oh, don't hit the guardrails. Slow down here. Some lovely scenery. The map must be pretty big, mustn't it? Right. Yeah, but the bus seems to drive okay. Bus seems to drive really, really well, actually.
Who invented oral exams?
Don't mind it. I think we can probably get around here, right? Well, without driving over the curb, Simmy. I was too busy looking at what was going on with that. There we go. There seems to be a little bit of a problem there. And we are going off this exit down into the service area. Sweet. Sweet. Oh, bus doesn't seem to want to drive very fast. Is there some sort of limiter on it or something? I don't know. Don't know. Nice little bridge. Let's see if we can get in here and drop these people off.
New bus line.
Drop them off. So there will be all of the normal stuff in here, I'm guessing. You know, the ability to paint your buses and create your fleets and all that type of stuff, which is pretty cool. Right, and in we go. We'll stop here. Like that, and open the doors. Beautiful. Somebody want a ticket? Does anybody want a ticket? Doesn't look like there's anybody else here. You're not coming in? You are coming in, yes. And let's close all the doors. And off we go. After that car goes.
It's so sunny.
There we go.
Departure Street.
Departure Street. Wonder whether is this the town that we're going to? I'm not sure. I am not sure. It did actually have that announcement then. It didn't have the initial announcement, but it had the next stop announcement, which is pretty cool. Okay. Are we safe here? Can't see out there. Yeah, no, this would be good, getting the Tobii eye tracker up and running, and all that stuff would be fantastic, I think. Come on, you can do it. Up we go. Drive to the next bus stop. She doesn't want to go up the hill though. Having a bit of trouble. Look, we're in a 120 kilometre an hour zone. That's pretty cool. Right. Okay, out we go. Now we should be able to pick up some 130. My God. 130. Let's get out there. Don't know whether that traffic was waiting for us or whether it was just having a bit of a whoopsie. I don't know. Well, these cars aren't driving at 130 anyway, I can give you that much. What is it with games and putting balloons in the sky? Like, seriously, there's balloons up there. I don't know, they seem to just like doing that, don't they? Looks like we're staying in this lane and going straight ahead. Don't know what this taxi's doing. He's swerving all over the road, my God. A bloody drunk taxi driver. Come on, buddy, let me through. Let me in, let me in. There we go. Alright, we've gone down to a 70 km/h zone. And we need to chuck a left here.
Boss has been on my case all week.
There we go. Lovely. Alright, this is going to give me an opportunity to have a sip of coffee. Not that much of an opportunity. It's not like normal traffic lights, is it? Oh, dude, come on. Don't know what's going on with all that traffic. At least the traffic lights last for a while, like they run for a while anyway. Let's head around here. There we go, lovely. And we've got another stop around here. I don't know what the QR code, there's a QR code symbol there. Maybe that's something to unlock, I'm guessing. Right, oh, this is nice, this area, isn't it?
Back in my day, life was much.
Sun Arena. This area is really, really nice. Okay, we're turning left. Out we go. And I believe it's just up here that we've got to pull over and is our next stop. So I'm going to get into the right-hand lane here. In prep for the next stop. There we go. Lovely. Yeah, I'd definitely do some sensitivity changes, I think, on the steering, but so far so good. Now I can't see traffic lights over the other side.
This city is so filthy.
No, that's not where we're going. We're going straight ahead. Almost turned into a no turning zone. Cool. Nice flowers on the road there. There's a little bit of sunshine. The sun's going down by the looks of it. There we go. Do you reckon I'm going to have time? I had time to have a little bit of a sip. Yeah, no, I'm liking this. I'm really liking this so far. I think next, I think I'll probably do a second part of this, I reckon, and we'll do a city run. So, there we go, around the corner we go, and let's put our indicator on.
Departure Street.
And we are now at Departure Street. Let's stop there and open all of our doors. Let everybody go on. Is there a map? No. Close all doors. Okay, maybe we'll be able to have a look at the map a little bit later. And off we go.
Next stop, Alcastellar bus station. Last stop.
Okay, so we're going there. And we're running a little bit, we're definitely running a little bit late. But I was definitely like giving it taking it a little bit slow. Give him a little bit of a honk there. Go through here and we're going to turn to the right. And I'm guessing we're heading into a bus station by the looks of it, which is really, really cool. Be nice if we had to do baggage and stuff like that as well. That would be really, really cool. Okay, what one are we turning into here? There we go.
Alcastellar bus station. Last stop. Please leave the bus.
Nice. Let's stop in here and that. Open all the doors.
Have a good day.
There we go. Open the bus computer mode. Is there anything that we have to do? Log out of the bus computer. Log out.
Your first
Okay.
inner-city route is showing promising numbers. Good passenger load, decent revenue. Time to capitalize on that momentum.
Alright, can we get out of the driver's seat? Get out of there. Get out of the driver's seat. No. There we go. Oh, it didn't turn it on. Thank you for playing. There you go. I was hoping to be able to get out and have a little bit of a wander around, but Bus Simulator 27. I'm super excited. Probably more than anything, I'm super excited about the whole coaches and driving coaches and stuff. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. But it's also a 4-player co-op if you want to do that. So very, very excited about especially the coaches and stuff like that. So we'll see how it goes. I will record another episode, and that will be
You young folks don't
we'll do a city run, I think. So thanks guys, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it very, very much, and I'll see you next time. Bye.